Hey everybody, I'm Blitz. Welcome back to another episode of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. A low-quality YouTuber here is just going to be ripping the videos from Landfall Games, and we're going to be looking at all of the new units in the game, or all of the units that they've showed so far in the game. I might miss one or two, but I think I did a pretty good job of collecting all of their videos, and we're going to be looking at them together today. So this first one is the Zombie Horde. We just saw this. This is a new one that they posted earlier this week, and this is a really interesting one to me. It shows the new Zombie Horde mechanics, with them climbing up on each other, helping each other get up higher into the sky to capture and collect, I don't know, like a pile of ants where they can collect their bounty at the end, or work together to kill a unit, as we just saw there. Now the next one is pretty cool. This is the new, if you remember, there's a new physics and a new animation system that they've implemented in the game, and it's a lot easier. It's pretty cool too. They fight a lot harder, and they block a lot better. So this is the new axemen, or the Stone Age caveman unit, and these axemen fight and hack and slash and stab and try to kill each other pretty well. You can see they don't really have full control of their weapons. Ooh man, that guy got a pretty good knockdown right away. But it's a really neat system. I really like it. Hopefully we can see that with all of the other units pretty soon too. Oh, look at them smash. Yeah, that's perfect. And we're gonna look at, I guess there's two more clips here. Just go look at how well they battle each other and knock each other down. I think that's really, really neat. I can't wait to see this in large scale battles. Ooh, nice left jab to the face. Next one is the Aztec blowdarter. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get all of this working. Oh, I forgot they showed him having a cannonball for a face. I'm trying to get this all working in like order of technology. So the Aztec blowdarter is pretty low tech, but look at that. He blows the little blow dart right into the guy's chest, and he falls down dead after he's poisoned green. Next up, the same thing to show this guy getting hit a couple times. Seems about 2 kills him. Looks like a damage over time mechanism. And then the third one puts him down like that. So that is they're against the rapier unit. No, not the rapier. What is it? The Renaissance sword unit, I think is what it's called. And we'll get into that in a little bit too. Oh, look at him go. Oh, so they do a pretty good job of clearing out a whole area. The guys slow down as soon as they get hit with the poison dart, and they get knocked down pretty quickly. I think this is awesome. I really enjoy this new system. With damage over time, we get little green turning colors. I think that's really, really cool. I hope you guys you like it too. And hopefully we can see more of the Aztecs units in the future. We'll probably get some more of the weapons and stuff like that as we get further closer to release, which should be this summer, I believe. Okay, next up we have the Calvary units. Now these Calvary are using kind of a Bronze Age, spearmen, or maybe an Iron Age spearmen. They're going against another army of spearmen and footmen. Look at them crash in there. These are kind of a draft horse, a bigger horse. And, you guys kind of had mixed reactions. Some of you liked it. Some of you really wanted to see an animal faction with, like, bears and attack llamas and stuff like that. I like it. I think they are a little bit big, but it's fine to me. I think it's kind of daunting and kind of cool. It fits the derpiness of the game. Hopefully they get the little derpy eyeballs pretty soon, because, the horses have to have eyeballs. And then they still run over things. When a horse dies, they did say that the units will fall off of them and still continue to attack. Man, that guy just skewered him right in the back. Now, I think they did turn off hit points, or made unlimited hit points for these horses for this testing video here. And they're crashing into each other, bowling into each other. Boom, look at that big hit right there. Keep on rolling through. Oh, goodbye. Oh, and the horse is directly killed. It wasn't the spear that killed. It's the horses bowling over people as they fall down. Look how tall they are, too. They're like twice as tall as just the regular peasants. Pretty neat system. And then we get to see them chasing after a chariot. Dun, 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 dun. I like that. It's pretty cool. Hopefully they add these horses to the chariot as well, not the reindeer thing. This next unit, I have no idea what this thing is. It's got some sort of Japanese or Korean or some sort of characters that I can't understand as a title. And, it's like a Slender Man. where he just runs in and he kicks and he flies around. Now, if you do look closely, he has the yellow eyes, as you saw in that little bit there. Watch this as soon as he gets up. He's got yellow eyes. And those yellow eyes usually signify a super unit. So, like the super boxers or the super peasants, they have yellow eyes. So I'm guessing this is some sort of super unit, some sort of boss unit. Ooh, and a double kick up. Maybe a super taekwondo guy or something like that. I don't really know what he is. But he's pretty cool. Pretty nifty unit where he can just run over things and smash them up and roll into their legs and kick and kick and kick. Pretty creepy, though. Kind of wish he was maybe a little darker or had some sort of aura around him. But we'll see. Obviously, these barbarians don't have helmets on, and our guy doesn't have helmets on. So we don't quite know what his focus will be in the game. But he is pretty deadly. And again, we don't know if they've turned hit points off or not. But I'm assuming he is a real unit. Look at that going through the Slenderman attacks. Ooh, and here we go. Ready, get set, and kaboom! Wheelhouse kick. Windmill kick? Roundhouse kick? I don't know. And now this is the new Zweihander swordsman. So this guy's kind of a giant and a really, really big sword. Look how big he is, crashing down, smacking back and forth. I can't wait to see what this guy's like with the new physics animations too. Because he's pretty deadly right now as he hacks and slashes and cuts and cleaves through this army of peasants. Look how strong he is too, can throw peasants for days. I like towards the end of the clip here, he does like a giant windmill attack. Oh, look at that, he just smashed down and threw the guys up in the air. Man, what a neat unit. I love this guy. Oh, come on. Yes, there he is. Get thrown up in the air and smash down. This is going to be my new favorite one to play with, I think. Look at that windmill attack. Oh, he smashes through. I love that so much. I know, one guy left. He's going to get chopped right in the face. Oh, you just kicked some guys out of the way, too. Uh-oh. You're in trouble, Buster. And bow. I love that. That's so much fun. So the next up is the formation bonuses. So you guys, I didn't really show this. I guess I did show it. We have formation bonuses in the game where we can allow formations to give a buff, but there's also a decrease. So these guys had no formation bonus, but if we put these new hoplite units into a formation like we have here, they go slower, but they have a significantly higher hit point pool because they're working together as a team. And the same amount of footmen are going to lose against the hoplites because of that higher hit point pool. So that's going to be fun to have, like a slow moving pike unit or spear unit that goes through and marches through enemies. And then we have the same thing with the musket men here. So the musket men, this is kind of a slow clip, but the musket men get run through by these footmen. And when we put these guys in formation bonus, then they get faster firing rate. So you can see how slow they are as they're walking through, and the footmen are all cutting up all of the musket men. There they go. See, they pretty much cut up. They do still win. The muskets do still win, but in the end, it's a pretty bad battle. And the next one here, we have the higher firing rate. So these muskets are going to be able to cut through the people a lot faster because they have a buff up from their other teammates. And they can run through, and see, they are still going to get, the footmen are still going to get to the musketmen line, and there's a few musketmen getting killed by friendly fire, but that is a much, much better thing. There's only 5 of them left compared to, I don't remember if they win or not. I think they do. Yeah, there's the victory for the musketmen. So a loss to begin with, and now we got a victory. Also, we can put that into a tuxedo formation. I believe I mispronounced that. Turtle formation, where all the shields can work together as a team. It'll be fun to see the new physics animations with the new shields too, or shields implementing it. And you can see it going against the arrows and the spears thrown in at them. Watch how many arrows get collected here on these front shields as they get into their formation. So they are in their formation. I'm assuming higher hit point pool, slower moving. Get to use the shields together as a team. First guy did go down. And now, also important to note that these archers are in formation bonus as well, and they're not killing each other as part of that. Or maybe there's some sort of buff going on. I'm not so sure. They do cut through pretty nicely, wreck through. All the footmen now get to go. They get to go unleashed. Is that a good word? Maybe on the archers. But before, they would have got totally cut up. And the same general thing here with the hoplites. So this is the new hoplite unit. I think this is just the hoplite clip. And we'll take them against the footmen. Yeah, I like that. They get run in. Oh, the hoplites are going to be a fun unit too. Like the Viking warriors with the shield. Now, the one thing I don't like about these guys is how they use their little spear thing. You can watch, and they don't stab with it. I like this guy. Watch, he doesn't stab with it. He just swings it back and forth, which just seems kind of weird to me. He just swings it and pushes it with his arm. A spear unit is meant to be more of a stabbing or piercing damage. Oh, that guy just went right for the face. Whereas these guys do a lot more swinging with it, like a sword or an axe. So that's kind of goofy. You can see all the archers now cut each other up. And we have another hoplite pillar going into all of the Daves or the footmen there. Kind of a neat clip showing how good they can be together. And also with the formation bonuses, we have the new flag bearer. So the flag bearer runs in and gets a buff, and everyone gets buffed up behind it. They can jump in, get trampled by their own team, and then stabbed. Yar! All the bayonet. So that's another new unit, is the bayonet unit, as part of the Renaissance faction, I believe it is. And watch the bayonets go through. Yes, nice cleaving action, and boom. So these guys charge in. You see they aren't swiping with their bayonets at all. They're just straight charging in. So maybe they're working on that a little bit more. These clips are from different dates too, so they might be implementing a new feature and then not showing it until a later date. So that's pretty cool. I like that thing. Can you imagine the tanks or the cavalry with tanks or cavalry with that flag bearer? It's going to be neat. And then we have the Napoleonic swordsman, which we've already seen against the Aztec guy in the beginning of the video. But these guys cut pretty nicely too. I don't know. They seem kind of generic to me. We'll have to see how they work. It's like the footman unit, so I'm guessing it's the same thing with just a different colored sword or different shaped sword, because they are pretty much the same. They do pretty much the same damage. You can see them match up against each other pretty nicely. Get cut through. Ooh, there we go. What a messy battle. Messy battle. Oh, here comes another charge in. I'm kind of glad there's no dismemberment. I kind of want to see dismemberment, but I don't, in kind of the same vein. Pretty clear game. Oh yeah, and now we get to the shield, or the charge bonus. So you can watch the charge with the footmen going in, or the Napoleonic swordsman going in, getting everyone cut to pieces. And we'll have the same thing with the bayonets and the Napoleonic swordsman in the back. So I kind of like, this is the way I feel that it should be. The Napoleonic swordsmen aren't really going to be too powerful on their own, but I think they'll be a good unit to use with somebody else. So get wrecked. Oh, I love that. Just dominate, run through, go crash right into all of the footmen there. The footmen probably would win on their own, but they are getting just trampled with this new flag bearer unit. Pretty cool system. So this next one we have is the pike unit. So the pikes are cool. You can see how they stop, and that's something nice to me. And also on the other side we have the halberds. So the halberds, and there's a hammer guy on the left too. And I believe in the back there's a flail. So we have like 4 new units here. There's some more. I think those are the macemen back over there on that side in that back corner. Pretty neat system. We get to see a whole bunch of different units working in tandem, working together. Now, I'm not so keen on how these pikemen work. They do stand still, which is awesome, but they still point to the closest guy. So if you watch at the beginning of the clip, they all point to the closest guy rather than keeping a line. So maybe that'll be worked on too. We'll have to see what the new physics allow for. But you can see that flail going around. He doesn't really do very good to begin with. Oh, and a nice clip right to the face, and then he goes down because of the pikemen and their long reach. So the pikemen are going to be very neat. I think that's the hammer unit right there that just got knocked out. And there's a few of the musket men in the back. Pretty cool thing seeing all these new units, and he gets taken out like a dead piggy, and those two get taken out too. Pretty cool. I like that clip. That's one of my favorite. Oh, this one's also one of my favorite. We have the Da Vinci tank. This is from the Renaissance unit, and it's a round thing with cannons in it, like Da Vinci had made and what he had set up. Pretty cool. This is the unbalanced one where he still has some difficulty with gravity and the ability to fly, as we see right here. I like this. He gets some serious knockback with the cannons, flies up in the air, and then he's just a UFO of death, raining down death to the bottom. Pretty cool system. I like that guy a lot. It's going to be fun to take some of these Da Vinci tanks against other units. Like, I don't know, 1 versus 100 other guys. Ooh, and a cannon right towards us. There's another one. Man, pretty nasty when he just blows up all of the cannons together. So we do see another clip here. I believe I put it in. Another clip of him. Yeah, there's another clip with the macemen and then the halberds in the back. Halberds, I've never really understood the purpose of a halberd in battle. It just seems like a broken unit to me, like a broken weapon. Why would you want something with a big blade at the end of it? I just don't know. Maybe it was specific for against Calvary or something. I'm not sure. If you guys knew, you could probably tell me. That would be a good thing. It just seems like just a bad unit, like something I'd clean out my chimney with or something. I don't know. Ooh, and there's the first cannon right in there. We got the Da Vinci tank in the background as he's gonna roll through. Now this one's a little bit more balanced. He doesn't fly up into the air like the other ones do, but watch how many arrows he collects. That's pretty cool. And he spins around in circles, and he's got little clips on the bottom. Yeah, he's spinning in circles so everyone can fire against the enemy. There are catapults in the background. Seems like he's got an Achilles heel, which is the catapult. Oh man, that's nice. It's probably the range, I'm guessing. Here comes another volley. Are you ready? Are you ready for that, Mr. Archer Man? Ready? Boom, boom, boom. And there's the first of the rocks coming in. 3 more rocks, we'll take them out. The canopy will fly off. And look at all those arrows in the top. Gonna be a fun unit to play with. I hope they put little guys inside of it. Then we have the hammer unit. The hammer unit seems pretty decent. Again, you know, I don't know why a giant war hammer would be a good weapon or not. I mean, it'd be a fast-moving, high-damage thing, but I guess I prefer more of a slashing or piercing damage than a blunt damage like that. So his next unit is kind of a weird one. This is the Grand Master Samurai. He also has the yellow eyes, and you can see he's got the yellow flash. So he's going to be a super unit for the Asian faction. Now I'm thinking that every single faction is going to have a super unit in it. So if you have any great ideas of what kind of super units you'd like to see in some of the other factions, let me know, because this is going to be a lot of fun playing with those. Like this guy. This guy is one of those weird ones who grabs people up. He's just going to grab on. He's going to lift up his balloon. And, whoop, there's the groping, and straight up into the air. Whoop, and there it goes with the balloon. Whee! Way up into the sky, and then he explodes. So he does live through the explosion, as we'll see in the next clip here. Boom! There he goes, and he's on fire, lands to the ground. It does look like both those guys die. Now, this clip does show trying to get these guys against a chicken man. So they're going to lift him up in the air, and there will be a few of them that live on the bottom. So this is kind of neat with the horde mechanics that we saw earlier. They're kind of working together. The horde hasn't been implemented with this, but I'm pretty sure there is going to be a zombie faction to go along with that horde mechanic. I love it. See, the guy in the bottom right corner is still alive, and that's pretty neat. Next up, we have the pirate faction. Now, it is called the blocked out pirate faction because we don't have good artwork for the cutlass and flintlock pistol yet. You can see the cutlass in the right hand, the square little blocky flintlock pistol. And they're shooting and firing. Oh, nice. He's got a pretty fast reload on that beast. And then watch when he gets closer with this cutlass. I hope the bayonet unit is going to work like this too. Oh, so they get close, they fire their gun, and then they can charge in with the weapon. So he's got his nice cutlass in the side. I'm assuming it's a cutlass because that's usually what pirates used, I think. I might just be making that up. I have no idea. And he goes down. But this does change over here, and we've got dual-wielding flintlock pistol guys. And these are going to be neat. Kaboom! Watch this. Watch. And pow! Fire! Fire, dude! Yeah, there it is. Back and forth. More firing, more damage done. Pow! Come on, do it again. Oh, he went down. And now these guys are going to be blunderbuss units. They're basically a shotgun. Hopefully we can get the shotgun in some of the World War I and II factions. I believe, yeah, it'd probably be World War I and II. And you can see the blunderbuss clearing a big swath of bad guys. Or good guys. Whichever team you're on. And there it goes. Look at that. I like that unit. It's going to be a fun one. The pirates are going to be fun. I hope there's like a water level. Wouldn't that be cool with a little boat? Or a little land boat? The land pirates. Yarr. Or maybe ones that have internet connection and download games illegally. Those kind of pirates would be fun too. And you could, I don't know. That's probably how a lot of you have gotten this game so far. And now they're going to fight her again, and fight her again. Look at all that damage. There is so much carnage with this unit. There it goes, and right there it is. Nice shot, and yep. One more. Boom, and he is down. So finally we have the Pirate Grenadier. Pirate Grenadiers obviously have a grenade, and this grenade is a pretty strong thing. They throw it in, and it all lands down on the feet of the bad guys. I do like how the grenade just respawns in their hand too. I think that's kind of neat. And watch this, kaboom, a big explosion. A big explosion. That's really, really neat. I see the grenade just magically respawn in their hand. I don't know if it grows larger. I think that'd be kind of cool if it grew. And they're not the smartest, so they're going to throw the grenade right at their feet and hit the guys in the head. You did see some of those guys die from getting hit by the grenade, so that obviously has a little bit of damage. But look at that. Big area of attack. Lots of explosions. Lots of grenade damage being thrown in. We have new grenades in the hands already. And they're going to throw another one. There it is. Nice attack. I love how there's like this black smoke and cloud coming in and everyone's flying in and dying. I think that's a really cool thing. Well, not the whole dying part, but the animation of how they fly up in the air and you get the big smoke on the ground and you get the big explosion and this guy's going down from getting hit with the grenades. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you could, I guess if you threw one hard enough, you could probably kill somebody by a grenade. It'd be really rough though. And now throw in. Ready, it's set, make that grenade. There it is. Another volley. Hit him in the legs. There's some good explosions. Does look like the fuse isn't very long. And then they did implement a feature that they explode on death. So they can fly in, and the arrows fly in and blow each other up. And then we have a big cascading explosion. Boom! That's kind of neat. Didn't look like they have a 100% chance, but there is a part chance that they're going to blow up. And obviously with this many people, there's a very good chance that it's going to just cause a big chain reaction and they're all going to explode in a big fiery puddle of blue goop. Okay, come on in. There it goes. Throw in. Oh, is he going to blow up? He's going to get hit right in the... He's going to get clobbered right in the mask. Yep, he's done. So these guys aren't going to blow up each other. Oh well. And next up, we are starting with more of the modern units. This is the World War I and World War II units and the modern faction. The World War I unit, we're starting it off with this guy, who is the flamethrower, obviously. Actually, this is World War II, I believe, and I got these out of order. But I think they did use flamethrowers in World War I as well. Pretty cool unit. He just stands there and sprays and sprays and sprays and then moves up. Look how many people he can take out, too. I think this is a really cool thing. It's going to be difficult to kill these guys because, I mean, look at all the damage they do. Maybe the shields? We'll have to see if they go through the shields. It's going to be fun trying out all these new units against all of the old units. And it's going to be tough. Imagine all of the Stone Age axemen against this. Probably going to be the same thing as the footmen. Pretty difficult. You'll have to take them out with a good ranged attack. Or a cavalry. A nice horse unit. Charging in. Be a suicide horsey. Maybe the, what's it called? The gravity dude from the Neon faction. That'd be kind of fun too. Beamers definitely would blow them up. I wonder if these guys, I'm betting these guys are going to have an explode on death, just like the pirate grenadiers did. Grenadiers? It's not a word. Oh, yeah, he does die. He has really low hit points, as they did in Real War II. Well, they died really easily because as soon as that tank got exploded or damaged, it was pretty messy for the person holding it. Yep, there they go. Look at that, big avoidance. There's a big area of effect. Cone right in front of everyone. Really messy unit. I like it a lot. It's gonna be hard because the new campaign is gonna be very difficult to go against these guys. So it's gonna be a fun thing. I'm looking forward to it a lot. Next unit we have is the mustard gas unit. So I did get these out of order a little bit. This is the mustard gas unit. This is the World War I faction. So he does run in with his mustard gas, throws him into the ground, and this thing is really cool too. So we have two good units like that. The flamethrower is good for preventing enemy charging in. This thing is just going to be nasty in general. Look at how he goes yellow there. Got a good damage over time going down with that big mustard gas cloud floating into this guy. So eventually in this clip, we're going to see him get really, there's like a lot of them, and yep, watch this. So there's like 2 canisters going down. The guys are going to walk through that cloud of poison. Now, mustard gas was really nasty. That's why they banned it as a chemical weapon. Melted lungs and skin, and just a really bad thing. So it's a pretty good representation here of how nasty it can be. I can throw it in. Now watch all these. We have 4 canisters going down. They throw way in front of the other units, which is kind of strange. I haven't really seen another unit do that. And they do throw them in, get messed up. Look at how they melt in a big puddle of green goop. Oh, we had one guy commit suicide there through the puddle and right in front of him, and accidentally got hit by his own mustard gas. Now I am interested to know if we're going to get gas masks, and if the helmets and stuff like that are going to be interchangeable, like we can have a whole bunch of axemen with gas masks on. So that's kind of cool. I hope they can do that with the new helmet system, because we can put the helmets on. Maybe we could put a Viking helmet on the giant chicken man. Something cool and derpy like that would be a lot of fun to deal with. Now we see a big area of avoidance here. There is a big damage right in front, and these things spew out a lot of gas. They do wear out. You see a few of the canisters are no longer spitting gas out, but that doesn't really matter when they're constantly throwing it back in. Really cool, but damaging and deadly unit. You see this guy spammed up a bunch of them on his own, made a big nuke bomb, and killed everyone, including himself. Looked like he died from the damage of the canisters falling on him. Next up is the Modern Warfare faction. This is the M1 Abrams tank, and man, this is going to be a very powerful unit. I can't wait to put a Dark Peasant against it, because I mean, it's got everything: high damage, high attack, like high hit points, fast movement. It's gonna be a really hard thing to counter, and I'm really looking forward to countering it. When I first started playing this, I didn't know what to think. Like, I didn't know when I first saw this clip, I didn't really know what to think. And now that I've warmed up to it a little bit, I like the way it works. I feel like it'll fit into the new campaign as we fight the campaign with different challenges and stuff like that. I feel like it'll fit in nicely. Obviously, it's not going to be an easy unit to play in the sandbox mode or against in the sandbox mode, but it'll be fun. We'll run through some more people. Ooh, look at that guy got sprayed away in the background. He's going to get driven over, get rolled up on. Nice. And he missed. So he does miss because he moves pretty fast. This guy, it's kind of interesting. He gets stuck on the turret a little bit and gets dominated by the turret a little bit. And finally, we have one last unit in the game, and this is the Energy Grandmaster Energy Swordsman. I think it is. This might be the Energy Swordmaster too, like the regular dual wielding one. I don't know. I found the clip and I wasn't sure if it's in the game or not. But it's pretty nasty. I don't think it is the same one, because he's got a purple lightsaber, and I think the other ones are not purple. I think they're red and blue. So I wanted to show you guys that too. But that is going to do it for today. Hope you've enjoyed. If you did, let me know. Keep your stick on the ice. We'll catch you next time.